You know, when it comes to finance, security isn't just some nice-to-have feature. It is everything. It's the absolute bedrock of trust. Every transaction, every account, every single bit of data has to be protected. And now there's a powerful new guard in this digital world: artificial intelligence. In this explainer, we're going to dive into exactly how AI is protecting our money, stopping crime, and really strengthening the entire financial system.
I bet it's a feeling many of us know all too well. You glance at your phone and boom, there it is, suspicious transaction alert. That one little message can send a jolt of anxiety right through you. It feels so immediate, so personal, and it's a huge reminder of just how vulnerable our digital lives can be.
And you know what? You're right to feel that way, because behind that alert, there's a real threat. This isn't just about numbers on a screen. We're talking about your security, your peace of mind, and your trust in the systems you have to rely on every single day. The stakes are incredibly high.
What you don't see is what's happening behind the scenes. It's not just one isolated threat. It's more like a constant, chaotic storm of data. Criminals are always looking for a weakness, always probing our defenses. There is a nonstop battle being waged every second of every day to keep your information safe from this endless barrage of attacks. But right in the middle of all that chaos, there's a new guardian on watch, an intelligent, tireless system that can sift through all that noise, pinpoint threats with unbelievable speed, and restore a sense of order. This is where AI steps in, turning that chaotic battle into a state of security. So here's what we've got on tap today. We'll start by looking at AI as our financial guardian. Then we'll see how it stops fraud in real time. After that, we'll explore its role in smarter risk and fairer credit, cover the essential partnership between AI and humans, and finally, take a peek at the future of security. So, let's kick things off with our first topic: AI as our financial guardian. Think of it less like a simple burglar alarm and more like a digital sentinel, one that's actively working to create a safe environment where crime is prevented before it even starts. All right, next up, let's get into the really cool part: how AI stops fraud in its tracks, in real time. This is where the technology goes way beyond just sending alerts and moves into smart, proactive prevention. So, how on earth does it actually work? Well, here's the magic behind it. AI's real superpower is its ability to learn what your normal looks like. See, old school fraud detection just used rigid rules, like flagging any purchase over $1,000. But AI is different. It creates a flexible, personalized baseline of your unique financial behavior. The process sounds simple, but it is incredibly powerful. First, the AI learns your unique patterns. Where you like to shop, how much you usually spend, what devices you use. Then it's on the job, scanning your activity 24/7. The second something seems unusual or out of character, it gets flagged, and you get an alert instantly. It makes fraud detection so much faster and way more accurate than it ever was before. That's pretty amazing, right? But it does raise a question. Is AI just playing defense, always reacting to what the criminals do? Or can it actually get ahead of them and stop fraud before it even happens? Oh, absolutely. AI is a huge player on offense, too. It's a powerful tool for prevention. By analyzing massive amounts of data from all over the financial network, it can actually predict where attacks are likely to happen next. It can then automatically tighten security, block suspicious actions before they can do any damage, or even spot and shut down fake accounts. This protects not just you, but the financial institutions as well. Okay, so let's zoom out a bit, because AI's knack for spotting patterns goes way beyond just fraud. It's actually reshaping how financial institutions think about risk. And that has huge implications for things we all care about, like getting a loan or building our credit.
And wow, when you put them side by side, the difference is just stark. Traditional credit scoring, well, it relied on a pretty small slice of data, mostly just your credit history and income. AI, on the other hand, can analyze a vast ocean of data, your transaction history, your payment patterns, even things like utility bills, to get a much fuller, more up-to-date picture of risk. This often leads to fairer, more accurate decisions, and it can open up doors for people who might have been overlooked before.
And this same superpower, assessing risk, has another huge application: fighting large-scale financial crime. We're talking about anti-money laundering, or AML, which is absolutely essential for keeping our whole global financial system clean. You see, criminals are masters at hiding money in these ridiculously complex webs of transactions, all designed to confuse human investigators. But AI, It can analyze these global money flows at a scale and speed that no person ever could. It connects the dots that are literally invisible to the human eye, lighting up suspicious pathways and helping authorities shut down criminal financing at the source.
Okay, so for all of its incredible power, we have to be real here. AI isn't perfect. It's an incredibly sophisticated tool, but it's not a replacement for human judgment. And that brings us to what is maybe the most important point, the crucial partnership between artificial intelligence and human expertise.
This quote just nails it. AI supports, humans decide. The technology gives us the data, the analysis, the alerts at lightning speed, but that final, nuanced decision, the one that needs real-world context and understanding, that still belongs to a human expert. And here's exactly why that partnership is so vital. Think about it. AI can get things wrong sometimes. We call them false positives, flagging a perfectly normal transaction just because it's a little unusual. You need a human to step in and understand the context. These systems also need constant monitoring to work correctly. And above all, we need a massive commitment to ethics, fairness, and transparency to make sure AI is building trust, not breaking it. So what's next? Where is all this heading? Let's take a quick look at the future of security. We've seen what AI can do today, but its role is only going to get bigger as our economy becomes even more digital and interconnected.
When you boil it all down, the key takeaway is pretty clear. Artificial intelligence is becoming an absolutely essential partner in our financial lives. From protecting our personal accounts in real time to fighting global financial crime, AI is working hard behind the scenes to make our intelligent economy safer and more trustworthy for all of us.
And trust me, security is just the beginning. In our next explainer, we're going to explore how AI is completely shaking up the world of investing, trading, and the future of managing wealth. Thank you for watching. Knowledge Equity Partners is a multilingual channel dedicated to transforming complex contemporary ideas into clear, actionable insights that empower you to grow in your work, learning, and everyday decisions. We focus on practical, research-driven knowledge that helps you think more clearly, use technology wisely, and build a more meaningful and impactful life. If you find our content valuable, please subscribe to Knowledge Equity Partners so you'll get notified about our daily videos. Don't forget to like, share, and spread this valuable, practical knowledge with your family, friends, and community. Together, let's keep that quest for knowledge going strong. Look out for our next episode for more information.